Attorney Rusty Messer coming to you today from Baton Rouge, Louisiana to talk to you about what happens at an arraignment. Now, for most defendants, an arraignment is the first time that you will actually appear in court. You may have gone before a judge while you were in jail to set a bond. A lot of times that's done by a video camera. But for most defendants, the first time they actually show up in the courtroom is for their arraignment. Now, at the arraignment, the court will tell you what you are charged with. It may just give you a summary of the charge, or it may read the full charge, and the charge will be either on a bill of information or an indictment. And you will be asked to respond to that charge, and there are 4 responses that you can give in Louisiana. You could say guilty. You will almost never do this at an arraignment. You could say not guilty, and for 99% of defendants appearing at arraignment, that will be the plea that you enter. You could enter a plea of not guilty and not guilty by reason of insanity. Now, if you're insane, you're probably not doing this on your own. You've probably been evaluated, and an attorney has probably advised you to enter that plea. And you could enter a plea of what is called nolo contendere. A nolo contendere is very similar to a guilty plea, except for that it cannot be used against you in a civil action. You'll see this entered a lot of times in car accident cases or things like that. Now, the reason that you're almost always going to want to enter a not guilty plea is because even if you entered a guilty plea at the arraignment, let's say you're guilty as can be, and you know you did it, you still would not get out of jail. The judge is not going to say, oh, well, you've pled guilty. Why don't you go home? If you entered a guilty plea, the judge would still order a pre-sentence investigation report. You would still be there another 2 or 3 months before you actually had your sentencing. So you want to plead not guilty. This will give your attorney time to file motions to get the discovery. And who knows, maybe there was a bad stop. Maybe there's some evidence to be suppressed. Maybe the prosecutor has an extremely busy trial docket and is willing to make a deal. And so the not guilty plea gives your attorney time to see the evidence and to negotiate and get you a better deal, even if you believe you are guilty. So at your arraignment, you will always enter a plea of not guilty unless you have been advised to do otherwise by an attorney.